Welcome back, everybody. This is my week 11 weigh-in, and the big question is, did I hit a new low, and was I able to get rid of that water weight that I gained from that really busy week? So let's find out. Hey everybody, this is Nora, and you're watching Nora Lori's Keto and Health. I'm coming at you with over 3 years of experience. This includes my keto journey, helping other people, and of course, doing research along the way that I pass on to you. So we're on to week 11. I'm going to obviously put in my weigh-in, but there is a couple of things that we are going to discuss after I put in my day of eating, and you're going to see my little video clip of this new coffee that my daughter has got me addicted to. Unfortunately, it is seasonal, and I'm probably going to cry when I can't find any more of this. But anyways, so I'll show you a little video clip of that, and we are going to be talking about collagen and the importance of collagen after the age of 40. I'm going to give you some different options on collagen, and then we are also going to talk about body image because it is something I'm kind of dealing with right now. So let's dive into this. So I was just taking a minute. I wanted to show you my new obsession. Pumpkin spice. Oh yes. But I'm going to show you what I do with this pumpkin spice. But before I get there, you see this neat little cup here? It's just a paper, waxy cup that's insulated. I got 5 of these for $1. You can hear my breakfast over here cooking, so try to bear with me. I got them at Dollar General. It was $1 special, 5 for $1. So if you like to go to the Dollar General, or you don't think about going to the Dollar General, you should really check out their dollar section because they have some really interesting things that goes in there. Alright, so we're going to do 12 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and brew that coffee, and then I'm going to show you what kind of changes I make to it. Alright. So we're back over here to my ingredients over here. I'm going to put some chocolate perfect keto collagen into it. You don't have to add this if you want to go ahead and try this, but if you have it, you can do it. It just adds a nice, rich, creamy flavor to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a scoop in there. Okay, I am going to put some pumpkin pie spice. But you're like, Nora, it's already pumpkin spice. I know, but it's just a mild pumpkin spice, so I just like to put a couple of shakes in there just to enhance the flavor. And next, this is just pure, and you can get this at Walmart. Well, it's a nice sweetener, but I will warn you, it does have a little slight aftertaste. If you don't want an aftertaste, you can always use monk fruit. I'm just out of my monk fruit, so I am using my pure. I'm just kind of using up what I got on hand. And then the next component is going to be heavy whipping cream. And I'm not measuring this. I'm just putting in probably about 2 tablespoons. I just want enough to kind of change the colors. Now, keep in mind, I don't have a frother, so I'm going to be stirring a lot to get this mixed in here. And that is what it looks like. You can still see a little bit of my chocolate collagen sitting there on top. It will eventually dissolve from the heat, and I'll keep stirring it. But this is my new go-to feel-good type of coffee. So give it a try. See what you think. I am breaking a 43-hour fast. Yesterday was my alternate day fasting day. So I like to break my fast if I don't have bone broth with a complete protein meal. So, and there's that coffee that I just made. The only carbs is probably going to be coming from the heavy whipping cream and the perfect collagen. That's chocolate. That should be the only carbs that's coming from that. And of course, I'm going to finish up that water, and I'm probably going to have another bottle of salted water because this is my first one and I'm just now finishing that. So that is what is for my break fast. Alright, so if you watched my last week's video, I gave you a sneak peek at the baby gender reveal that my son and daughter-in-law had. I know I haven't really talked about it, but I am really excited. This is going to be my first grandbaby. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and stop it right here, and we're going to put some video and pictures in here so that you can see the awesome ideas that they had for this gender reveal. Alright, so we talked about collagen and the importance of collagen and how it kind of changes as you get older. So I'm one of those that I do like using perfect keto collagen. One of the reasons is because it tastes so good and it mixes up really well. It doesn't matter if your drink is hot or if it's cold. And the bonus is there is a lot of recipes that you can bake with this collagen. I actually have a fudge recipe that I actually put chocolate collagen into. And I definitely will be making that for Christmas. It went really well last year at Christmas. I try not to make it a lot because if I did, I wouldn't be losing any weight. I'd just be eating fudge all the time. So I got a video clip that I kind of discussed this. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this because I'm giving you a different option. And I will be putting links to both of these collagens down in the description for you so that you can check those out yourself. I just wanted to take a minute to talk about collagen. Forgive me, I am just holding my camera with one hand. I've got two different collagens here. Perfect Keto is a pretty popular collagen. I love their flavors, and I love the way that they dissolve in liquids, be it hot or cold, and it gives a really rich, creamy texture. That's why I like to use it in my coffees and my almond milk. Here's another one that I use, and it's something that you don't hear people talking about a whole lot, and that is marine collagen. It's from wild caught fish, and it's put out by Zen Principle. It's not that expensive, and of course it's much, much bigger. This one actually has 0 carbs per serving, where this one, you really have to check on the perfect keto ones. This one has just 1 gram, net gram, per serving. Like the salted caramel doesn't have any once the fiber is taken out. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is you want to make sure that you're getting your collagen in because it's so great for skin, but you want an affordable one. Obviously, I have both. I have one that's very affordable, and then I have one that's on the pricier side. Now, one of the reasons I get the Perfect Keto is, well, because it tastes really good. But also, Dr.Boz, I don't know if any of you watch her, has talked about it. She has talked about that there's an actual ingredient, they actually use a type of collagen that your body tries to replicate, and so your body naturally starts to increase collagen making. Because, ladies, once we hit 40 or over, our collagen
We just don't make as much anymore. So you definitely want to be getting in that collagen. And then to find out, women 40 or over actually needs like double the serving size. So I try to do this in the morning, and then in the evening in my green tea, I try to put this in here. It is unflavored. I haven't tried it in cold fluids to see how well it dissolves, but it dissolves pretty well in hot fluids. So that was just a few things to think about.
All right, so if you've been around the keto community any, one of the very first things that you hear is collagen, 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 because it is so important for your skin, nails, hair, and bones. And like I said, when you hit 40, it's like it's the magical number or something that things just go crazy with your body. You stop producing as much as this stuff. So this is why I wanted to do that short clip and talk about the different collagens and give a less expensive form of collagen, because if it is really crucial for us to increase our collagen, then maybe taking 2 servings of perfect keto collagen isn't going to be optimal, because there's only like 20 or 25 servings in that, and you know, you're paying over $30 for just that container unless you catch it on sale. So that is why I offered the marine type that is actually using fish as an alternative. It's cheaper, it's got more servings in it, and I just not tried to mix it into a cold product. Like I said on that video clip, I've only done it in hot, so this is why I've been mixing it with my green tea, which having a cup of green tea daily is not going to hurt you in the least, but if you don't like it, you could put that into any warm beverage or any other tea that you want to do. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. Let's jump into that weigh-in. What did I weigh in this week? Okay, so from that clip you seen, I lost most of that water weight. I still have 0.2 ounces of water weight. I don't know what the hiccup was last week. I just guess maybe from being so busy. This is why I put on that 2 pounds of water weight. I'm not sure. But we're going to roll with it. I'm back in Wonderland, so that's where I want to be. That's my goal. Of course, it would be better if I had a new low, but I don't, and that's okay, because I've got this next week coming up, which my week 12, I'm going to have measurements and everything in there, so we can really base what kind of changes I made this month. So that leads me into my next point, and that is body image. So yeah, I had a new low, and I've lost over 93 pounds, and I am ecstatic. I'm ecstatic of how hard that I worked and how it's paying off. But body dysmorphia is a very real thing, and I mean, not everybody goes through it, or we go through it differently. And for me, it isn't, you know, it's not the arm or the back wings that's bothering me. It isn't losing the fat in my breast and that they are proportioned differently. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me the most? Wow. Let me just put those pictures up here and I'll show you. Yeah, and I know that the pictures don't look bad, but that stomach overhang, or as we also call the apron, it bothers me. I mean, granted, yeah, my stomach is not out to here, and it's deflating, and that I'm ecstatic about. But when I go to do my measurements, I'm not going to be getting a true measurement of my hips, because the hang is actually wider than my hips now. So that bothers me. And as I stand here and I tell you about this, I feel bad for being upset about that. And I have every right to be unflattered about certain parts of my body. like I said, I'm excited. I would rather see this because I know it's going to get better as my journey progresses, and as more fat comes out of it, it's going to change in shape and size and stuff like that. But right now, it's disheartening because my measurements are not going to be true actual measurements, because you really need to measure on the way that clothes fit to get an accurate measurement. And that's how I do my measurements, just so they stay the same each time I measure. So, but yeah, and then I feel bad that I'm upset about it, because I feel that I shouldn't have the right to feel bad about that, because I worked so hard. And I did. I worked really hard to get to the point that I am. So now we're also talking about not only body image, but low self-esteem. And it's funny how that tends to poke up in your life under strange things. So if you ever grew up being a people pleaser, you will definitely know how low self-esteem plays in your life. And you may be going through this yourself, because you're just going to see things that are not perfect to you, or because it's drawn your attention, you think other people's attention is going to be right there on that target area, and it gives you a lot of anxiety. And I know it's not, but I think low self-esteem is going to be an ongoing battle for me, as much as my food binging problem and my addictiveness to carby foods. So I think this is going to be an ongoing thing. And so one of the things I just need to really focus on is feeling those emotions, looking at myself, not trying to look away from myself because I don't like what I see. I need to embrace who I really am, because this is who I am. And I'm changing, and I know this is only a temporary stop on my journey of not liking myself. So I think it's really important that this is a topic that needs to be brought up, because for some people, this may discourage you because you think that you look better, heavier, because things, are shaped differently. And we shouldn't let that defeat us. We should try to look at it from another angle and say, this is only a temporary thing. I see how the fat's coming out, because, my belly isn't out to here. It's flattening out. Sure, I don't like the way that it's flattening out, because it's wider than my hips right now. But I know in the next month or two, that's not going to be the way I'm going to be measuring and looking. So those are the important things to focus on. Don't let low self-esteem or body image derail your journey, because it's a part of it and you need to embrace it and accept that that's a part of you, and that's a part of learning self-love and acceptance of yourself, and that is a very important part of your journey. So I thought that it was very important that I add that into this video this week, because it is something that I'm going through, and I know everybody goes through it. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and maybe it's nice to just have a gentle reminder of that as we go through our journey, that it's only temporary. It's not going to be long term. So if you got some aha moments from that, or a gentle reminder to keep you on track, go ahead and comment down below and let me know, because we're going through this together. I'm sharing with you, and the comment section is your way of sharing with me, and I really appreciate that. So next week, like I said, it's going to be my week 12. I'm going to be doing some measurements. We're going to see if there's any changes or not, because I'm going to be real honest. On paper, it's probably not going to look a lot, but I can already tell some differences. Obviously, if I'm struggling with some body image issues here, but I'm also getting a lot of compliments from people going, "Wow, you look so different." And so don't let the scale or the measuring tape or what you see in the mirror derail you. Let people that you haven't seen in a while be shocked, and let that be your feel-good moment. So remember, Your journey begins with you. If you don't take that first step, you're never going to start. So don't overcomplicate keto. Pick a meat, pick a fat, pick a vegetable too, and just get started because you can change it as you go. Everybody have a great week.